You all are muted.
Unmuted.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So I wasn't expecting anyone, but I see that Mr. Labram is on the call this morning. So,
I'm sorry. You say?
Dr. Labram,
Okay.
he's on the call.
Dr. Labram, did you have something to say?
Hello, hi, can you hear me?
Yes?
Okay, so I talked to Barb yesterday, and it was my understanding that she said that the decision that was made at the last meeting would result in the common level ratio used for 2022 not being applied to my property, because I think that she said that was the result of a decision of no change.
Yes.
So I was hoping to, I don't know, I was hoping to hear kind of an explanation. I mean, I've had contact with multiple other people who did property appeals, and I guess I don't understand why I can't get the lower common level ratio applied to my property.
Again, sir, you've spoken to multiple people on the board. We've discussed this with you several times. The only thing I can suggest to you at this point is if you are not satisfied with the decision, you do have the right to take it to the Board of Viewers or speak with an attorney.
Okay, so I mean, I am familiar with that. I'm just asking, I mean, in thinking about fairness, I've spoken to many people who had their common level ratio adjusted. I'm just asking if you can give any kind of explanation about, I mean, I didn't receive any kind of justification, and the video from last week isn't uploaded. Is there any justification for why I can't receive the lower common level ratio?
Mr. Labram, you requested a administrative review of your 2022 tax appeal. The board provided you with that, and they reviewed your information and came back with a determination, and we provided that to you. As Mr. Fargestein has mentioned, I mean, if you are not happy, which is, if you're not happy with the results, you can appeal that to the Board of Viewers. That's what I mentioned to you yesterday.
Yes, I understand. I guess I'm just surprised because, I mean, it doesn't seem unreasonable. I understand that you've made your decision. It doesn't seem unreasonable in 3 or 4 sentences to give me an explanation for how that decision was made, given that there's a ton of variation in how decisions are made, other decisions for other people.
Again, I don't mean to interrupt you, but we have spent literally hours on the phone with you, giving you explanations. We cannot address the thousands of appellants who come through us and explain every decision to them. And yet we've given you an abundant amount of time. Again, if you're not satisfied with the decision, take it to the Board of Viewers.
Okay, so just this is the last thing I will say. To be clear, the only person I have ever spoken to related to the board has been Barbara, probably twice. I think previously you mistook me for someone else.
That is correct, but you and I have traded emails back and forth. That is not my job, but I gave you that time.
Okay.
Other board members have given you the same amount of time by emails or talking with you. Not our job. But we gave you the time. If you're not satisfied, speak to an attorney or take it to the Board of Viewers.
All right. I will make it very clear. I'm very disappointed at how unprofessional the entire process has been. Most of the time that I have received has been in the form of telling me that it'll be looked into and I will hear about it, and then I never heard about it. It's been going on for over 5 months.
Don't know. Somebody else come in? Thank you.
Is there someone else coming in? No, because I can't see from this distance.
It's on camera. It looks like he wants to come in.
Where are we at? Where is he? I'm sorry.
Is he waiting? Yep.
This one? Is it this one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Click on the check.
Oh, right here. Okay, sorry, this is so faint.
Check.
My eyes don't
Check.
see. Yes,
There you
it's
go.
great.
Very good.
He's in. Okay.
All right, moving on. Anybody else from the public? All right, solicitors report. Ms. Sherman.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Feinstein. The last two items I have on my agenda that's in front of you didn't make it onto your agenda, so we will hear those next week. I do want to advise the board that we have a motion with Judge Hertzberg scheduled for 9:30 today regarding the board's directive to join that court order. There has been, as of this morning, 2 emergency petitions to intervene filed by a commercial property tax representative and by another residential taxpayer representative. So they've asked to intervene. They actually don't like the language of Judge Hertzberg's original order. So the gist of that is they want to kind of relitigate the whole case. So we'll see how it goes today at 9:30. I'll keep you posted. The other thing I have is Mr. Fabian was kind enough to remind me that I forgot to put 2 items on the agenda that we pulled from the last meeting. They do appear on your O3A list again this month, so I'm going to ask to pull those. And that would be 8B. It'll be the first parcel, which is 23G is in George 49. I would ask to pull that, and that's listed right there as your first parcel. And then for 8C, I would ask to pull 326 N is in Nancy 39. And those are error corrections we would like to make before the dispositions go out.
Okay.
And that's all I have, unless there's any questions for me.
Thank you. All right, moving on. Appeal Department report, Ms. Brown.
Good morning. You should have received the appeals report from tax years 2020 through 2025. We are continuing to receive the 2025 applications. Based on the number of days that we have had the new appeal season open, we're approximately 179 less than we've had with the number of days that we have had open for tax year 2024, but we continue to receive them and process them in.
Are you still with us?
Yes,
Okay.
that's all I had.
You just trailed off. Okay. All right, thank you.
Mhm.
Moving on then to items from OPA, Ms. Brooks.
Good morning, everyone. I don't have anything to address today.
Okay, thank you. Moving on then to items for consideration from our board administrator, Ms. Becky.
Yes, I have 7A is a rescind and rehear, parcel ID 392A 314. I'll have my report there. This one concerns a 2024 owner appeal. The hearing was scheduled and heard on May 7th of 2024, and the disposition notice was mailed June 21st of 2024. This appeal hearing was to be rescheduled due to an administrative breakdown, but it went all the way through to the process to full board approval. And so the owner is looking for this to be rescheduled.
Thank you. Next item.
We need to vote on it.
Oh, I was kind of doing that together, but
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
We can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7B also is similar to the previous one, and it's for tax year 2024, parcel IDs 102M175 and 102M180. These two, the owner rep stated that he did not receive the original hearing notice, nor did he receive the rescheduled hearing notice. So these two have gone all the way through to the full board approval. So we're just looking for the property owner rep is looking to have these rescheduled.
okay.
Just for the record, I'd like to note that Mr. Sully has joined us at 8:12.
Yes.
All right, so those are the only rescinds and rehears that I have on the record, and we could take them all in one, if you will.
Okay.
Motion to rescind and rehear items 7A and B as read.
Second. All in favor? Any opposed? So moved.
We have two rescind and reissues, 7C and 7D. The first, parcel ID 2372. F. and Frank 14 was brought to our attention from OPA. This was an interim. However, this was a condo and the value was placed on the land instead of the building. So we were looking to rescind and reissue with the corrected values so that the 348,300 would be on the building opposed to the land. The second rescind and reissue for tax year 2024 parcel ID 9844X452. This was an error correction as well. The property owner received the disposition with the incorrect values for the land only. So we would need to rescind the 170,600 and I apologize, it's wrong, and apply it to the build 3,000 to the building.
Okay. All right. May I have a motion on these two?
Motion to rescind and reissue parcels from item 7C and D as read.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? So moved. Your last item.
Last item is a reissue disposition with a current date for tax year 2024. Coming from Mr. DJ Nichols' office. And the parcel ID is 177P, it's in Paul 81. He did not, he wrote into BPAAR indicating he did not receive, he nor his client received a disposition notice. And would like to reissue that disposition notice.
Motion to reissue disposition for parcel ID 177P81.
Second. All in favor? Aye. And any opposed? Again, so moved. Thank you. Is that all you have for us today?
Yes.
Moving on to our board approval list. We have 4 lists for 2020, 2022, 23, and 24. For 2020, beginning with parcel 308 and Mary 96 for 22, starting with parcel ID 23 G George 49. For 2023, starting with parcel 1368 E Edward 5. And for 2024, we're starting with parcel 169 S 72. Mr. Smith, any recusals? There are none for me. Spanzo,
None.
Stark Lara,
None.
Mr. Sully. None. And none for me.
Mr. Fardestein, please note the 2 pools I requested under the solicitor's report.
I'm sorry. one more.
Please note the 2 pools I requested under the solicitor's report.
Thank you. All right. I have a motion as to these dispositions.
Motion, we approve the board list as read into the record.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Any old business? On to any new business.
I'll defer my items until the next meeting.
Thank you, Mr. Silva. If there's nothing further, we will then adjourn. I thank you all for attending today's the August 29th, 2024 meeting of the Allegheny County Property Assessment Appeals and Review.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Off record, Barb. Off record.
Yes. Sorry.
Yes, we can read.
I just want to stop the recording first.
What's happening, Mr. Fabian?